You are no longer recognizable. The people that saw you before, that knew you before at a point in time, they no longer know who you are. You are different. You have changed for the better. You have grew for the better. You're more radiant. You're glowing more. You're more beautiful. For some, you're more handsome if you're a male. You used to be a nerd. You used to not be sure of yourself. But now this newfound confidence got people like, wow, who is that? You are not recognizable because you have matured in certain areas of your life. This maturity that you have matured into is now causing you to radiate at a higher frequency than never before. You no longer look to people for approval about who you are, what you do, what your purpose is, where you're going. You no longer seek validation from others that didn't mean you no good. You know who you are. You have high self-esteem. You know that people that came your way, these people were used to teach you some lessons about who you were as a person and what you should accept and what you should not accept with your journey in life. You are no longer recognizable to people that belittled you or to people that couldn't see your value or worth. They don't recognize this new you, this new improved you, this confident you. They don't recognize these things because it wasn't meant for them to grow on that level like you grew. Wasn't meant for you to be around this type of individuals that couldn't see your value or worth. It was only meant for you to move forward and prosper for the better. That's all it was meant for you to do. Now that you're in a better place, people call you blessed. People call you prosperous. People say that you're better. People say that they didn't think you would rise to the status that you are. Your family is blessed. Your husband call you blessed. For you males, your wife call you blessed. Because you are just a better person compared to before. You are not recognizable to people that hated on you, mocked you, was jealous of you. They don't recognize you because they thought you was going to be that same person forever. They didn't think you was going to grow and change for the better. They thought you was going to be like how you were. Life is about change and changing for the better. But because they didn't change for the better, they thought you was going to be the same. And you're not. It wasn't meant for you to stay back there. It was meant for you to keep moving forward. Learning new life skills, learning new things, meeting new people, traveling the world. This is your calling for you to do. You weren't called to be comfortable in one spot. You were called to keep going and being better. When you got comfortable, you wasn't growing or changing. So God had to push you out your comfort zone for you to be better than what you were. You are unrecognizable to people that thought you was going to be the ugly duckling forever, the class clown for some of you, the one that was least likely to succeed. Now you're succeeding. You broke barriers over your life. People set a barrier for you. That's what they did. But you were called to flourish to higher heights. That's what you were called to do. And now that you're flying to new heights, you're not recognizable because, well, honey, you look good. You look fly. You look good. That's how you look. I think that's a song, but I'm not sure. I think that's a song that's popular. But you looking fly and you look good. On your mama, on your hood, for some of you. I think that is a song. But hey, if it is, if y'all know what I'm talking about, put it in the comment section. I think that's a song. But you really do look good. And you look good on a spiritual level as well as a physical level. And the people that you're unrecognizable in front of, they just can't handle the beauty that you possess right now. The inner strength you possess. The high intelligence you have. The maturity that you grew into. People can't handle that. They don't know what to think about you. Because you was least expected to change. Now, people always thought you was going to be the same person that they can push over, mistreat, do what they want to. You probably was the kid growing up that got your lunch money stolen. Stuff like that. You know, the childish stuff that children do. So they wasn't expecting you to grow up into this leader with a lot of knowledge and skills. And this beautiful soul that you are. People are really shocked by you. They've been shocked for a long time. Well, you tell them to keep their boots on. Do not let go of that seatbelt, because it's gonna be a ride seeing you traveling and flourishing to new heights. That's gonna be a ride for a lot of people. And they just not ready to handle that ride when it comes to you. Because again, you were least expected to be where you are, to accomplish new things. You were just least expected. And now people are just like, okay, now what can we expect next from this individual? You got a lot of people surprised. What can we expect next? They already accomplished the things. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't doing nothing. So what is this person going to do? What's their next move? Where are they going next? Where are they going to be at 10 years from now? Tell them it's not for them to know. Only God knows where you're going to be at. But what you're doing is changing for the better. And that's all they need to worry about. You are an example to these people. Even though they are never admitted to you, you are an example. And this is why you should keep flourishing for the better. And that's the prophetic message I have for a royal one. Until next time. Bye-bye.